All right, guys, we have a brand new set in Pokemon TCG Pocket, so you know your boy had to hop on and open some packs. Now, I don't have the most hourglasses, 176, so we can do one multi, we can do 10 packs and a couple singles. It's only a subset, so it's not that deep. Let me know if you're ripping some of these packs down in the comments and how your pack openings go. We are going to rip one of our first 3 packs of the day, and I'm hoping for something good. I have no idea what is in this set apart from, of course, the 3 legendary dogs, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I do have a slight soft spot for Entei. I think he's probably the coolest looking dog. You can let me know down in the comments your favorite legendary dog Pokemon. Is it Suicune? Is it Entei? We have a rainbow background already off the free pack, off the first pack. Pokemon you shouldn't have. So we've got a Skiploom, a Zoroark, a Misdrevious. What is our ability? Once during your turn, when you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. That's not bad, you know. That's really not bad, especially while you're building up to a Mismagius. A Tentacool, which that art looks amazing, by the way, and a illustrated art of Stunfisk. He just chilling. He looked like he's being cooked. He looks like he's being fried right now. I mean, if you look at his eyes, he's definitely fried. Oh, and an Azurill as well, because we got a Babymon, squishy healing, heal 50 damage from one of your bench Pokemon. Back-to-back illustrated rares. I'll take that. As I was saying before, I was kind of rudely interrupted by the decent first pack, the decent pulls. Let me know your favorite legendary dog Pokemon down in the comments. I said mine is Entei. I do have a soft spot for him just because I do think he's the coolest. I do seem to have a soft spot for fire type Pokemon, I've noticed. We've got Galarian Corsola, Zoroark, and also as well, when I was a kid, I used to have a couple of the Pokemon movies on video. Back in the day, video or VHS tape. And I used to constantly rewatch is it the Pokemon 3 movie? I think that's Entei's one, where you had the unknown and all the Pokemon were made for that little girl when Charizard comes back with all the aura in the world. Yeah, that was my jam. So what's Donphan doing on the ability? The Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks. Of course, do you know what? A standard rare Pokemon with 2 energy to do 80 damage, 120 HP isn't bad. And we've got Galarian Corsola again. Actually, no, we've got a Corsola. No. Okay, this is different. Perish Body. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, flip a coin. If heads, the attacking Pokemon is knocked out. That's kind of mad. That's kind of mad. That's kind of like Destiny Bond while not being Destiny Bond. I feel like some people can make some pretty annoying decks with this mon. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. Okay, let's open our 10 packs. That's gonna leave us with 56 hourglasses. Again, not too many. I haven't managed to build up too many of the hourglasses after doing, what, 1,000 or just over 1,000 on the most recent, like, major set. Can we see some rainbow flares? 1. That's not a good sign, but it's fine. You don't need the rainbow flares. You don't need the Skittles to necessarily get some good pulls. And I'm hoping that's the case. That Latios art looks really nice. Fantastical floating. If you have Latias in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Discard all energy from this Pokemon once you use Luster Purge. I was going to say that's not bad. I mean, the ability is good. The Mon, not so much. We've got Slugma, who literally is... I don't even know what to say he's doing there. Mismagius. Draugage? Is that what that's called? I forgot. Talonflame. That art was pretty cool as well. Tentacool. Durant. Slowpoke. Zangoose. Oh! Raikou EX. We've got one of the dogs. Do you know what's funny? Probably out of the 3, I don't want to say he's bad, but not as usable as the others. He's useful, but Entei and Suicune are definitely better. Ability Legendary Pulse. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, draw a card. Their abilities are really good. Just being able to just run through your deck and get cards moving just by a Pokemon being in the active spot is really good. It's just his actual move, the Voltalic Boot. Or Bullet. This attack also does 10 damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. I mean, look, 60 damage to an active one, 10 to a bench for 2 energies, not bad. And, you know, you kind of spread the damage. But as I said, out of the 3 dogs, definitely has the least amount of use compared to Entei, compared to Suicune. But still, We've pulled one of the legendary dogs, which is pretty good. What does Memory Light do? The Pokemon this card is attached to can use any attack from its previous evolutions. You still need the necessary energy to use it. That's not bad, you know. For decks where you have status effects like Poison and Burn, like Incineroar, Muck, etc., etc., I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Any Mon, I know Muck doesn't, but any Mon that loses like status effects once you evolve them, this is pretty good. Like, this is pretty good because then you can kind of double it with Poison Barb. Then you can bring back Poisons and Burns while doing big damage. I actually quite like that. I don't know what you would take out a deck for that or replace it with, but I think that's actually not a bad little card if I'm being completely honest. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. That Milotic card looks so nice. It's like chilling underwater. Ability, Healing Ripples. Once during turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may heal 60 damage from one of your water Pokemon. That's actually pretty good. Especially because it's an ability, and not only that, this is literally a one-stage evolution. And then Aqua Edge for 60 damage. That card looks really nice, and a Macargo. Next, we got a Fletchling in pack 7, a Donphan, a Licky Tongue, a Jinx, a Memory Light. We've got a Yampa, Feebas, which, using Leap Out, you can switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. That's pretty decent. You've got a Skrelp, Sunflower, and a Suicune EX with 2 out of the 3 for the legendary dogs. 140 HP. Again, legendary Pulse, great ability. And this is why Suicune is probably a little bit better. Crystal Waltz, this attack does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So that means if you both have a full bench, you are doing some big damage. Like, you're looking at 120 for 2 energy. Now, I know that's very circumstantial, but the potential for that move, to me, is way better than Raikou's. Raikou's is a guarantee, but the potential just for that doing so much damage is just kind of crazy to me. And a Jumpluff EX. 160 HP, a beefy little mon. Breeze by attack. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty decent. That's like Jumpluff's on some drive-by shit. Like, Jumpluff thinks this is GTA San Andreas, doesn't it? 1 energy. Colorless, by the way. 70 damage. And then you can just switch. 70 damage for 1 energy is decent in itself, especially with 160 HP, but then just a free switch as well on top of that. That's pretty decent. Now, the final pack was where the heat was supposed to be. We've definitely got some heat along the way. We have a Zorua, a Yampa, an Altaria, Dragon Arcanine. If this Pokemon has 2 or more different energy types attached, this attack does 60 more damage. So 100 energy, oh sorry, 100 damage for 2 energy is not bad. Frillish and another Milotic looking all types of gorgeous. We have a couple single packs to rip open. It's kind of funny how I said my favorite legendary Dogmon was Entei, and all the Dogmons I've pulled are not Entei. Like, we're 2 out of the 3 dogs down, and the only one I'm missing is the one I like the most. That's kind of ironic. I mean, that might just be me, but I think that's quite ironic. We have a Zorua, we have a Malamar, a Zorua again, a Frillish, and another Jumpluff EX. So if I wanted to run a Jumpluff deck, I can definitely do so, because I already have the 2. I said, I think that's a pretty decent mon. I said 1 colorless energy, and you're doing 70 damage and get a switch for absolutely free. I don't know, that again, that might just be me, but I think that's pretty decent. Do you know what? I'm going to be ballsy. I'm just going to open the pack that's right in front of me. The pack is looking at me. Yampa, Morty, Fletchinder, Yampa, an inflatable boat. The retreat cost of the water Pokemon this card is attached to is 1 less. I mean, that's pretty decent if you're running like Palkia. Maybe even Suicune. I didn't see Suicune's retreat cost, but definitely on a mon like Palkia, who has like 3 energy to retreat cost, that's pretty handy. Especially if you then combine it and double it up with like, I forgot the item. I think it's an X speed to drop the retreat cost by 1 anyway. So, I mean, that could help if you want a quick moving deck, a fast-paced moving deck, constantly getting like bigger retreat cost mons out quickly and easily. We'll go for this pack right here. This one's definitely going to have Entei in it. It's definitely got Entei in it. Fletchinder, Crustle, 4 energy. Flip a coin if heads. This attack does 50 more damage. 150. That's the possibility of 150. I mean, that's a lot of energy to build it up. Entei, maybe not. Maybe not. You know, sometimes you just got to believe. And we actually got a level up, which guess what that means? Extra pack. We can do an extra pack, guys. We only have a couple more packs left to go. Is there any more heat waiting for us in these last couple singles? Can we pull anything else? Don't cheat. Let me know down in the comments. Am I going to pull anything else from these last couple singles? Yes or no? Don't cheat. What do you think's going to happen? Anything in this one? We have a Dwebble, a Donphan, a Poliwag, another Poliwag, and a Doug Trio. I mean, do you know what? I'll take that. That's what, 2 or 3 cards I didn't actually have. So why we didn't actually pull anything of note, which, by the way, I know I haven't actually opened that many packs. But still, no full art. I'm not expecting to pull a gold rare, but no full art, no gold rare, no interactive, which I'm pretty sure the only interactive in this set is Suicune. I would have given it to all 3 dogs, but here we are. It would be kind of nice to at least walk away with a full art. You know, we've pulled a standard GX. We've pulled a, you know, an illustrated. Maybe an interactive. Maybe an immersive. Maybe a gold rare. Crown rare. Full art. Maybe. Just maybe. I think we've got enough for one more. I think we have enough for one more. Do I have enough for one more? I don't actually have enough for one more. Crazy. And I don't really want to spend 2... do you know what? I thought I had one more left. I'm going to do it just for you guys. I'm going to spend 2 Poke Gold just so we can do one more single. And you know what? We're going to waste no time. Straight in there with this final pack. Is there anything in this? Oh, there is. It's a standard EX though. Is it going to be Entei? Are we going to walk away with 3-3, Yampa, Durant, Skrelp, Inflatable Boat, and an Entei EX? It was only right. We pulled Suicune and Raikou. Yeah, it's only fitting that we walk away with all 3 dogs. Again, great ability with Legendary Pulse. And then Blazing Beatdown. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra Fire Energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. Like, I know you could do a guaranteed 60 with Raikou for like 2 anyway, or 1. But then 2 extra Fire Energy, and you're looking at 120 damage. I said a little bit more use out of Raikou. Raikou's there to just quickly do some damage and bounce, in my opinion. Which isn't too bad, and at least you can do some damage to the bench Pokemon. But I'll take that. All 3 legendary dogs. No full arts. No immersive or interactive rares. No gold rares. No crown rares. But do you know what? I will take it. For the fact we didn't have too many hourglasses to start with, and we managed to pull all 3 legendary dogs, I'll take that and class that as a success. But let me know how your pack opening went on this brand new subset. And then while you're down there as well, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.